Welcome back, and we have made it to Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Now let me say, this one I absolutely love as well. And I saw this one at El Capitan Theater when it first came out back in '07. Absolutely great experience at El Capitan Theater. I highly recommend checking out that theater for those who have not been there before. Must experience. Absolutely love it. Especially if they have that piano organ guy back. It is totally worth the experience just for that as well. Because it is a great theater to be at, to see a movie. So yeah, getting to the Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. This is the longest of the first three as far as time duration, and that actually does not bother me at all whatsoever. I know this is something a lot of people had problems with, but I never had a problem with the time duration of this film. In fact, it made sense to go this route. So this starts off with the pirates, or anyone who committed piracy, being hung by the neck, executed basically on orders of Lord Cutler Beckett. And since he's now basically in charge of Port Royal, and as a result, our hope lays into the hands of Captain Barbossa and the crew. And in order to do so, they need to summon all the pirate lords, including Captain Jack Sparrow, which last left off being taken down along with the Black Pearl by the Kraken, leading to J.V. Jones' locker. So along the way, they come Barbossa, Elizabeth Swann, and Will Turner acquire charts to the underworld from Sao Feng, played by Chow Yun-fat, and as a result, they fight off some of Beckett's army to escape and then make their journey. And as a result, they run into a waterfall which leads them to the underworld. And of course, we get a little bit from the film with the Pirates of the Caribbean ride noise in the background, which was nice tribute, nice touch to it. And we get Jack Sparrow with multiple Jack Sparrows, which actually I thought was pretty good visuals right there. So once again, if there's one thing the Pirates of the Caribbean movies do very well, along with their villains, is their visual effects. Outstanding. Absolutely love them. Well done there. So of course they do find Jack Sparrow and they get the pearl back. And of course Jack Sparrow and Barbossa have their argument of who should be the captain. Always fun to see those two argue. Always makes the movie very well and much better when you have the two together and argue. So as a result, yep. And of course, Will Turner wants to continue on his path of freeing his father from the Dutchman. And Elizabeth, of course, just wants to get married. And who can blame her? But along the way, they learn about a Calypso, and Sao Feng's under the impression that Elizabeth is Calypso. Which, wait, what? So as a result, yep. So they manage to escape Beckett and his army. Sao Feng has Elizabeth aboard. Then, of course, they come across the Dutchman, who basically ends up killing Sao Feng early on. And Sao Feng names Elizabeth captain of his ship. And as a result, yep, she is now a pirate lord. So, of course, the plan is to meet at Shipwreck Cove to form a plan. And, of course, Elizabeth always insists on fighting, whereas Barbossa insists on releasing Calypso. But, of course, the pirate lords all found this outrageous and not smart. And then, of course, we come across Captain Teague, played by Keith Richards. Small appearance, but worth noting. And very good appearance. Who happens to be, of course, the father of Captain Jack Sparrow. So along the way, they meet up with Beckett and Will Turner, who had been basically on board Beckett's ship, along with Davy Jones. So they work out a trade, Will Turner in exchange for Captain Jack Sparrow, because Jack Sparrow, of course, escaped. And of course, Davy Jones not satisfied that the debt has not been paid. So as a result, yep, back on the Dutchman for Jack Sparrow. And as a result, finds a way to escape again. Then we draw into a big battle. Black Pearl versus the Flying Dutchman. And of course, Davy Jones finds a way to defeat Maser by tentacling him up his nose, through his brain, kills him, gets the key to the chest. Then, of course, this leads to the fight between Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones, which was a great fight. Totally worth watching. And then, of course, Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann finally get married, thanks to Minister Captain Barbossa. Now, that was fun to just see, especially Barbossa ministering the wedding while trying to fight off Davy Jones's crew. And as a result, that was a great moment all the way through. Then, of course, the marriage is kind of like ruined by the moment where Davy Jones stabs Will Turner. So then, of course, with the help of Jack Sparrow, Will Turner stabs Davy Jones's heart, leading Will Turner to become the captain of the Dutchman. Then again, it was either that or die. So yes, Jack Sparrow basically helped save Will Turner's life. And as a result of that, now Will Turner's hit with the curse. Can only come on land once every 10 years. Which is hard on Elizabeth, I get it. I totally do. But overall, this trilogy does wrap up really nicely with this film. This is one thing I absolutely love about this movie. It wraps up the second film very well, and the first three very well. And that's why I loved the first three films the most out of the whole franchise. Like I said before, nothing against On Stranger Tides or Dead Man Tell No Tales, and I will get to those reviews at some point. But to me, the first three are their own. The next two are very good individual films, which I will discuss when I get to those reviews. So until next time, I'll be back again soon.